I know you're terrified by what the future lies, but there's no compromising. It's my way or the highway. We all just slave to lust, hard building, breaking trust. Don't get wild when we come out, like don't get loud when the come out. That's instant. Keep up with your friends thing, tell they bougie, go wait in line with them lame. Talking real rap, tell them break your neck, gon' bust a rhyme. No one down, pass it around. Hey, what with me now? We running well. Hey, nobody getting, we on the town. Hey, never come down, I never come down. Lose it. I might lose it. Lose it. I might lose it. Everybody got guilty pleasures. Mine just tend to catch me cases. Handcuffs, police inspections, lawyers, judges, allegations. Turn on your favorite station. You hear the same old song. I feel like, dog, I'm about to drop the bomb. Blow one down, pass it around. Hey, what with me now? We running wild. Hey, and nobody getting, we on the town. Hey, never come down, I never come down. Blow one down, pass it around. Hey, what with me now? We running wild. Hey, and nobody getting, we on the town. Hey, never come down, I never come down. Lose it. I might lose it.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the 49ers going up against the Cowboys. With that, we'll send you out to Arlington, Texas. Here's Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, we find ourselves right in the center of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex in Arlington at AT&T Stadium. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
On 2nd down, here's Palmer. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And down he'll go at the 25. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
It's caught. Jones. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton, there to swallow him up. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static...
Palmer's hit, fumble. He loses the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Now Palmer On 3rd and long. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Frank Clark able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Jake Shum to punt it away. This is taken at the 18. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
Single, slot. Hey, you're running out of No. Check, Patriot. Here we go. Green, 39. Green, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And the 49ers on the defensive side of the football.
Jaworski Tartt came out of Samford University in Alabama. And he is a guy who is an absolute flash at the safety position.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Cooper's got it. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know where to go. Here, he lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
And the dreaded 3rd and long here for the offense. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well,
and I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now.
2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they've got it here with a 1st down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs. They go play action here on first down. Caught. Safarian Jenkins, right side. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Strength throwing the football downfield has never been an issue for this big guy. I still remember the first time I met him. He was playing for USC, and when I got introduced to him, I thought I was meeting their starting tight end, not their starting quarterback.
Such a presence, Carson Palmer.
Very much so. He's had it ever since he entered campus there and still has it today.
No gain on the play there, second down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back, away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
They always that changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, free safety was there, no gain.
They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. Ninth play of the drive now on third and a country mile.
Let's go, let's go. Blue 95. Deep.
From the gun on third down, it's Palmer. Wide open receiver, complete. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything. And sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now Palmer to throw on second down. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Frank Clark in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Following the sack, they go from the 13 on third and goal. On third and goal, Palmer. That's caught at the 3. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kevin White, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. His throw incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. He'll look to throw. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. Give him 30 yards there.
When the big guy rumbles down the center of the field and he gains leverage on a guy trying to cover him, it is really, really tough for the defender to get through him to make a play on the football. That's why guys love to throw that route. Down the middle, throw it deep, and let the big guy go get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
But there's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
They're going to look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
When you hear screen, screen, screen on defense, that's a little bit scary because you know a big play might result.
He was so ready to get to part 2 of the screen, he forgot part 1. Couldn't get the ball. And they'll be in search of 11 yards here on third down.
Back there, here we go. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Watch it now, Barney.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. And his throw here is incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And it's second down. On second down, Elliott fighting through. A big run that time by Elliott. 61 yards on the ground. Smart approach there, using the run to pick up the first. And that was a defensive setup they'd prepared for this week, knowing that keeping it on the ground was the best way to attack it.
And that means also that they're able to read them pretty well. All the things they prepared for, when they get to the line of scrimmage, they see it in pre-snap recognition and know exactly how to attack based on their planning and preparation.
Get ready. 1-18.
On first down, it's Palmer. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Eddie Goldman with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. On second down, Palmer looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. And it's Clinton-Dix with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he is out of bounds right around the 20. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Back to throw now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And the ball is knocked out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
Here we go now. Gun! Over! Detroit!
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the safety, Jarvis Bird. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Shift together here from the D-line. One receiver left, two to the right. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Final play of the half. It's Palmer. Palmer's hit. Fumble. He loses the football. What an alert 49er, able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin. All right, Larry, thank you. A fairly tight game here as we get set to resume play in this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this of intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll get 32 yards there. And it'll be a Dallas first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll look to throw here. And complete right side to Cook. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I think we can make this one pretty simple. That was a rookie mistake made by the rookie quarterback, trying to force a pass without really using proper mechanics.
Second down following the run. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Again, it's Elliott. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Here's Jacob Shum now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. He'll return it from the 6. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he'll get this up to the 44-yard line. Give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Back to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Let's go now. Patriot.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? You're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh boy, you wish you hadn't.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They come out here in the eye. On second down, here's Palmer. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw it out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DM.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle. Maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
This is Elliott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12.
Get ready.
Now Palmer maybe not in love with the personnel or the call. He's going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. They go to Elliott again. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
Third down, Palmer. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
And Parkey's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Here we go.
From midfield now, here's Palmer. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion.
Let's go. Let's go.
From the gun on third down, it's Palmer. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
One receiver to the left is Cooper. They're going to look to throw. And complete, right side to Cook. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Yeah, that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Time starting to run out here in the fourth. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. They'll run it now out of the gun. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going for it all. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Amari Cooper high in the air to bring it in. And the Cowboys will have the lead if they can hit the PAT. And he knocks it through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football. But today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. This remains a one-point game. The defense did their job. Now the offense here late, they just need to kind of hold on, seal this victory.
And the defense did it so well, didn't they? Didn't allow any points and got the ball back for their offense in order to close out this game. What a great feeling from both sides of the ball.
Now the 49ers going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Eight yards to go here on second down. They come up in an offset eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. One receiver to the left is Cooper. They'll set up a throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is. So points so crucial in a tight game like this, but this kick off the goalpost, and that'll keep the score right where it is.
Yeah, it wouldn't have made this a two-score game, but any cushion this late definitely would have helped. Now they need to ask their defense for another stop, and that's going to require some work.
Back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and now it's second down.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. He's back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side.
Get ready. Blue 58.
They'll look to throw. Incomplete over the middle. Safarian Jenkins. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on fourth down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Dallas, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings.